so you all know my name by now because they haven't mentioned it before. So I'm going to do what they already said, is present you all what we did in the online course and the teacher community and also the website. So basically I'm going to go through a little bit about the course structure, how it made its contents, how to navigate it. So we use the Moodle, and if you're not very familiar with the Moodle, you might get into some trouble because there are not these fancy back button, navigation button. You always have to go to the top to navigate through it. And the how to create an account and how to enroll in the course, which I think is the most important for now. So as Jer already told you, so the course is divided into 6 different modules. Now, equality, freedom, human rights, democracy, rule of law, and human dignity. We kind of set up not a completely fixed, but more or less semi-rigid structure. So we have something that is introducing the value, usually a video, and then we thought that it would be interesting for people to make like this self-assessment to know what they know about this particular value. And of course then you have all the content when you can learn, when you have different sources and also sources, links to sources where you can find more about this certain value. And of course, as you were already told, there are also pedagogical resources like lesson plans, like lesson ideas as well. So in some situations, and even in some modules, you have already activities like on platforms like TED, if you know these platforms. And mostly at the end, you also have a forum so that you can, if people are taking the course or they have something to share or they want to say something, to add something to this, they have also this opportunity. And then at the end, you have this final quiz with 2 or 3 more questions where people that can check if they actually learn something from taking or for at least going over the course. The content, so this is how it looks like, but I will show it live to you when I finish this. So basically you have this tile format. When you click on these tiles, it opens and then you can navigate through it. I could show it. If it were, so it kind of looks like this. So most look like this. We have the videos, and then it also has this possibility that you can, if you have an account, then you can see at what stage you are. So if you already went over all the modules or not. So what percentage you've concluded or not. So it all depends on what you want. So and the main contents are usually in different formats. This one is H5P, so not to make it too boring. So a little bit. Some have more videos, some have pictures. So it's, and as I told you, you have some added material and different resources that you can add to. So, as you already seen what I showed you, it's really easy to create an account. If you're familiar with Moodle, that shouldn't be a problem. If not, if you go to our page, and I'll tell you at the end how you can go, it's easy. You have this blue button at the top that says new account, and then you will be led to this page. The trickiest thing is the passwords. Moodle is very sensitive in what concerns passwords, so you have to follow all these instructions with the digits and special characters and so on. But once you manage, because if you don't do it, it doesn't let you go forward. Once you manage, you can create an account. You have to check your email. I'm saying this, not that I don't trust you, but I've been dealing with teachers and other people in this, and many times they actually tell my account doesn't work. How I created an account, but I can't log in because I didn't verify my account in the email. So just, you know. And otherwise, then you are in and you can and then you can basically access, when you get into the web page, you have then two available courses. So one is the online course, and of course it's the same platform for the online teacher community. And then what you have is to access and then enrollment, because this is self-enrollment, and then once you're in, you're in. And the teacher community is the same process of enrollment, but it is much simpler. So it has got a social forum, it's got announcements, and it's got a page with frequently asked questions about European shared values that you can go through. If you search for a certain keyword, you will find all the frequently asked questions that have this common keyword, and I will show you that as well. And now, if you want to access it, this is our webpage. So it's valleyproject.eu, and from there, as you can see, you can access the Valley course, and you can also access the community. You can also check what news or events we have, and you can also know more about each of our partners. So this is, and if you want to write it down, so, and if you have a phone, if you want to check with this QR code, you can also get it. So I'll do this process for you. So, let's see. So this is what our webpage looks like. As again, so all this image here is a link. The same happens with the Valley community. So you click on the image and you will go there, and the e-course is the same. So I'm in, but now I'm going to log out. So this is the actual page that you see. So creating the new account looks like this, and so it's because I can define what kind of information you have to put in. So I put it as simple as it can get. So all the city, town, or country, you don't have to put it if you don't want, so they're not required. And here you can also see if you have an account, you can go directly here as well. And let me show you the teacher community. So the enrollment process is basically the same. So here, like, you can open a new discussion. You've read about something, and of course, it's very easy. So you can write the title of it. You can put here all kinds of information. If you want to add For example, more information like a file or a video or something, you can also easily drag and drop it here. And of course, if you post a forum, it appears on the timeline, and then everybody can reply, leave other materials. So the same thing happens if you reply. So if you reply, you also have access to uploading all kinds of materials and as well as text. But what I was saying, the navigation in Moodle you should always use this, because if you hit your back button, then at some point you hit it twice or 3 times and you're away. So if you go here, that's where we are. So, and of course you have this all these questions that you can of course hear. So and then you can search and then they will all show up, and then you can like so on. Basically what they are all about. I don't think that I forgot anything.
Just one comment I might add, because I didn't meet it earlier, and that's that if anybody needs this in Turkish, in Portuguese, or in Spanish, it has been translated into all of the languages, so you can use it in multiple languages.
Because it's not finished, because all the translations are not done yet. But basically you will have this, you can see that now because it's hidden. But there will be all the different outputs that we created in text format, in PDF. So you will be able to read it in all other languages. So you prefer to do it in Turkish or in Portuguese or in Spanish, you can visit this.
You can show one of the lesson plans.
Yeah, sure. Which one? Any idea? So this thing downloads. So you get here a detailed idea about what to do. So there are several examples. Some even include, as I told you, vocês não têm
Acho que a democracia, pois, a democracia. Da nossa democracia.
Eu não vejo. É este aqui, não é? Não.
É mais para frente, mas não sei se
Não é aqui? Não é este?
não é isso. Primeiro, já de morte. Democracia mesmo.
Já fica mais para frente.
Democracia.
So this, I don't know if you're familiar with this platform. This is a platform linked to the TED Talks, and you can create all sorts of lessons with this. It's free. You can create all sorts of lessons, and of course you can find or make your own lesson about whatever subject you want. It's a very interesting platform. You can have them, students watch, you can have them questions, you can give them more information in the Dig Deeper section, links, and then you can also add a final forum or discussion for the students. It's a very interesting, I use it a lot, as I have mostly secondary school student, so I use it quite a lot for my English lessons. So, I think I missed. So if you have any questions, you have the opportunity. If not, I will be gone to Portugal tomorrow. Yes.
So just to be clear, so what's available here is I can come in and do the course myself online.
Yes.
One can access this and do it as a standalone.
Yeah. Yes.
And you also have got, if I want to teach my learners, you have got materials on how to teach it to my learners.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so there's two
So
labs.
it's mainly.
There's two resources there.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, it's mainly intended for teachers, so that they can get more acquainted and learn more about certain values, so that they can, and it also gives ideas on how to explore these issues in the classroom with the students. Yes, the idea is for teachers to learn a bit more about it.
But you can do it on your own.
Yeah, of course.
You can do it on one's own without
it's,
any teacher or without any school or anything.
Yeah, you can. If you, once you access the course, I mean, you can browse it. You don't have to go to first module, second module. So it's not like a MOOC that is closed. Like you have to make the first module, and then only when you finish the first module you can access the second module. And it doesn't. No, it's all free. So if you want to learn to look up some things about democracy, you go, you look up what you want. So it's really free. You can move freely in the module, so you don't have to do some. If you don't want to do the quiz, you don't. You just go directly. If you want to look for lesson plans on democracy, you just open the module democracy, look for the lesson plans, and that's the idea.
It's a discussion we had very early in the project, because obviously we could have taken the other approach where you had to finish module 1 before you went on to module 2, and so on. We decided not to do that because we decided that perhaps a teacher was only interested in teaching one specific module, and we wanted to make it as open as possible. As Cara said, that the platform is completely free and completely open, so there's nothing to stop students logging in as well. So, for example, today, as part of this multiplier, in Turnsmith Community College, a number of the teachers are using the module and would be working with their students. And they could, for example, ask the students to log in and to do the quiz, and then use that as a starting point. So it's very much you can take what you want from it. And
start at the end.
no, because there's a quiz at the start. There's a quiz at the start of each module, and there's a quiz at the end. So you could use the quiz at the start, let the students take that, and then use that as a discussion point, if you like, as to you thought you know all about freedom of speech, for example, but you've got 5 questions wrong. So why are those 5 questions wrong? And then use that as a discussion to go into the module and so on. So it very much is up to the teacher what they want to take out of it.
Or the individual.
Or the individual, yeah.
So it's freedom.
The only problem is that in the teacher community it's not totally freedom of speech. If something was up there that shouldn't be up there, we can remove it. But I mean, obviously, because it's an open platform, careful.
Thank you.
Yes.
Like, I'm not a teacher, so I want to do this course. Like, I can do it.
Everybody.
Will I get a certificate after that? Is there a certificate?
No.
Certification, again, we did discuss certification as we were doing this. The problem is with certification is that, like, we could add a cert on here, but it would have no value because there's no certifying authority or no certifying body. It would be just a cert that you're printing. And it was the problem with transnational projects, and it's not just this project, it's all transnational projects, is that there's no European certifying standard or certifying body. So for us in Ireland, ideally it would be QQI. But if you're in Spain or in Portugal, they don't know what QQA is, and they have their own certifying bodies. So that is a problem, and it's a problem that hopefully will be solved at some stage in the future, because there really needs to be some sort of European certifying standard, so that when you do online courses, or even when you do micro-credentials, that they're certified across Europe and not just by, But it is a problem for transnational projects at the moment.
And if it had to be certified, it had to be closed. So you had to finish, you had to prove that you learned, that you finished all the modules, that you did all the tasks. And it's starting from this otherwise, so it's completely open, so there's no way you can, because you just go there and take your certificate and that was it. So you can't do it, yes. It's, yeah.
I was curious if you had just because I can't mention them all in my quizzes.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, but you can always take advantage of it being there.
There's the open badge passport where you can, it's not a certified thing, but you can add certain badges for courses like that that are not certified. Like if you do something in, let's say, adult mental health, or you do a kind of a micro credential that doesn't have a national qualification, and then you can just add it to your sort of a wallet of badges. It might be an option.
Yeah, but for example, in Portugal, what teachers are mostly looking for is that we need a certain number of hours of training to be able to progress in their career. So, and many teachers, if this training doesn't give them the necessary credited hours, they won't do it, unless it's something very interesting like this course.